Hi, Wesley.
Hello, Jonathan.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was doing some light reading while I was waiting for you. How about you?
I'm good. I'm in New York City and it's a beautiful day.
Could you see the Metropolitan from your window? Or what can you see?
No, I have a lot of windows and I'm in a small building in the East Village and it's surrounded by trees. If you didn't know better, you would think that I was in a tree house
I can believe that.
and not in Manhattan.
Yeah, it's a pretty big city. It's a pretty big city, and I often associate streets like that with Central Park.
Oh, sure. Well, there's a lot of parks in Manhattan, you know. In fact, there's one just a block from here called Tompkins Square Park. There's Madison Park. There's beautiful parks. There's parks all over where are you located?
I'm located from Connecticut.
Where?
I'm from the northwestern corner of Connecticut. It's
Oh yeah.
also like a forest of sorts.
Oh, I had a house in Connecticut for about 5 to 10 years. I can't remember. It's a long time ago now. In East Haddam, Connecticut.
That's pretty nice. I bet it was lovely.
It's on East Haddam's on the river. Yeah, very pretty. Very, very
Before we
pretty.
continue, let's take a selfie.
Oh, let's take our pictures.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're
Well, that's a
welcome.
beautiful lamp.
Thanks. I got it from Etsy last July, and I read that you retired from Broadway, so I thought the selfie would be a retirement gift of sorts.
It would be a what?
A retirement gift of sorts. I read that your that one of your performances on Broadway would be your last.
Yes. What was January 23rd?
How did that go?
It was great. It was hard. I mean, I wasn't leaving for any bad reason. It'd been 8 years and I was tired and it's a very hard schedule and I could have taken a leave of absence and gone back to it, but I thought it was time for me to move on and do other things. I mean, at this point I've been doing Jafar for 31 years. So,
Wow.
well, on and off for all these different projects and he'll never go away. I mean, as long as I can still sound like Jafar, I guess I'll, you know, but it's a long time, it's a very long time, Wesley, to be doing the same character.
Yeah, I can see why that can cause a little exhaustion. Then again, to me, your natural voice sort of sounds like Jafar.
It does. I know it's not that far off. It's true. But it was just time for me. I loved everybody I was working with. Really, really loved it. I miss my friends. But the 8 shows a week was getting to be hard. And there were a lot of things I needed to do. So I'm doing them.
That's good to hear. So spoken with Scott and Linda a few times, and sometimes they spoke highly of you.
Yes. Well, oh, Scott, yeah, both Scott and I weren't able to go to the Raleigh, North Carolina session for some reason. And on the 30th, I'm traveling with Linda Larkin. We're going to Florida for a big charity event for a thing called Give Kids the World.
That's going to be beautiful. It's been ages since I've been to Florida. The last time I went was when I was 12, if I can remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And I sorry to hear about Gilbert Gottfried's passing earlier this year. I understand that his voice is iconic, and because he because I can easily tell it's him and meet other media outside of Aladdin, I know he will be sorely missed.
Oh yes, he was a wonderful friend. We worked together. Well, we've been working together for 30 years. So, and he's a lovely guy. He's married to a lovely woman, have 2 lovely kids. He really not he was not loudmouthed and annoying in real life. He was a very kind, gentle, lovely person, and he'll be missed by a lot of people, and he'll be missed a lot by me. I mean, it was like being in a relationship with someone for 30 years.
It, Exactly. Friendship like that could last a whole lifetime.
Yeah. Well, 30 years was a pretty good go of it. I'm sorry that he left, but that's the deal. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, we're all going to miss how his foul little mind works.
Absolutely. So you better rub that lamp and hope for a long life full of wonderful things because, that's the best you can hope for is a great life, a long life, and it's important.
Right, right. I swim. Right. Today is the day I often go swimming, and that's been pretty good for my mental health, and good exercise helps me live a little longer.
Swimming is great. Swimming is great. I was just in the pool last week for a while and it was lovely. Oh, it's so great to just be in the water, suspended in the water.
Right. Whenever I'm underwater, it feels like I'm flying.
Yes.
It's like exploring a different world because of the water's color changes what I think of it.
Yes. It's like the sky.
Precisely.
Absolutely. Well, Wesley, I think Giselle is going to cut us off soon, so it's probably time to say goodbye.
Yes, Jonathan, it's time.
Thank you for tuning in,
No problem.
and I'll talk to you soon.